And for more on this, I want to welcome in Georgia Congressman Buddy Carter. Congressman, thanks so much for joining me. So I know this crowd could have been because of Megan Thee Stallion and that free concert that preceded Kamala taking the stage, but she did have a sizable crowd. Does she have that much support in Georgia? What are you seeing there?
I don't think she's got that much support. You know, it's a great performance, but if she cared about Georgia, she would have done something as border czar, and Laken Riley would be alive today. I mean, you know, she would have done something about the economy. Georgians are hurting. We've got inflation that's 20.1% since that administration started. You know, we're very fortunate. We've got two candidates that we can compare records with. We can take the Trump administration, compare their record to the Biden-Harris administration, and I think the choice is clear, and I think Georgians see that. They're tired of this inflation. They're tired of the border being porous. They're tired of America being weak on the world stage. They're tired of crime in their cities. They want a change, and Donald Trump will bring back and make America great again.
Yeah, you mentioned the border, and you mentioned Laken Riley, and she would be alive today, obviously murdered in your state. How much do people in your state care about the issue of the wide open border, and how many are going to the polls because of what happened to Laken Riley?
Absolutely, they care. I think the vast majority, whether they be Democrats or Republicans, care about what's going on in that border. Keep in mind, it's not only about the illegal immigrants who are coming across that border, but what about the drugs that are infesting our communities, the fentanyl coming across that border that's killing 200 Americans every day, infesting our communities. And then you talk about the illegals who come across and commit crimes, like the crime on Laken Riley. Let me tell you, that's fresh on our mind. We still remember that happening at our flagship university.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to talk about Kamala Harris and her possible VP pick. Top of that list, Arizona Senator Mark Kelly. He claims that the border czar has made progress on the crisis at the southern border. Take a listen.
Kamala Harris and the administration wants to fix this problem. She's worked on this problem, for 3.5 years, and it's a challenging problem. I mean, I represent a border state, but we have made progress, especially with what was put in place over the last several months.
The only factual thing he said is that he represents a border state of Arizona. Do you think she really cares?
Oh, I don't think she cares. Listen, when she went to the border one time, and that was to El Paso, she didn't go to the right place. She should have gone down to McAllen or to the southernmost part where people were getting across. Of course, they've switched now, but I've been to the border 8 times in the 10 years I've been a member of Congress, and I can tell you, the last time I was there, it is as in bad a shape as it's ever been. You could see the wall that was started by Donald Trump, that continued under Barack Obama and then Donald Trump, and now has been stopped by Joe Biden, by the Biden-Harris administration. You can see people coming across that border. We can secure that border, and Donald Trump will secure that border.
And I know Democrats have been celebrating that huge size crowd that she had in Atlanta a few days ago, but we know that Donald Trump is also coming to that very arena, coming to Atlanta in just a few days. Do you expect a similar crowd?
I expect a bigger crowd. Let me tell you, people are excited. They're excited about Donald Trump's candidacy again. They're excited to get to the polls. They're going to vote, and they're going to turn out. We are a red state, and Georgia will turn out for Donald Trump.
All right. Buddy Carter, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.